You are welcome to my YouTube channel. One look and I breathe. Hi guys, my OGs, my new Gs, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to be sharing how you can position yourself essentially so that you never have to apply for jobs again. Essentially, now then go they rush you. I'm going to give you just 3 tips that you need to do. I want you to take it very seriously. I want you to plan to do it consistently or focus on doing it consistently for 3 to 6 months and see how it will be a game changer for you. You're going to be getting offers left, right, front, center, corner, whatever. They're going to be rushing you essentially. And these are things that has worked for me. I didn't start out doing them actively, but somehow these are tips that has worked for me over time. I've switched jobs a couple of times now, and every single time there are some jobs I got strictly by application, and there's some that putting myself out there works for me. Welcome. So the first one on my list of top 3 things is visibility is the name of the game. You are an introvert, you don't want to be online, you don't want to be the personal brand and all of that. And that's fine. Nothing says you have to. You can still keep applying for jobs, you can still keep getting can be called for interviews, you can still do all the interviews, you can essentially do anything and everything and still get it. However, being visible on the platforms that matter would help you position yourself so that if you had to apply for 100 jobs to get one offer before, you don't have to do that anymore. Sometimes a recruiter can reach out to you just once, you go through the interview process, you get in, and that's it, which is what I'm trying to achieve so that you don't have to go through the hard route when there's a softer part. Okay, now in terms of visibility, one platform you shouldn't sleep on is LinkedIn. Now, I'm not saying be a content creator. I'm not saying I'm dancing on TikTok or dancing on Instagram or all of that stuff. LinkedIn is so good because you don't even have to create video content. You don't have to dance on LinkedIn. It's a professional platform. You can just write, and AI can help you write. It's so easy to write. Tell your story to ChatGPT, to Gemini, or whichever AI you use, and let it coin a short blog post and all. Show your expertise. Now you're saying that, oh, I don't have experience. How do I set myself up to be visible? Again, share your process, share your journey of becoming a UI UX designer. Share the things that you have learned. There's a guy I on Twitter who went on 100 days UI UX challenge where every day for 100 days he came on Twitter, not even on LinkedIn. He came on Twitter to post. I don't know if it was in on LinkedIn because I knew him from Twitter. He came on Twitter to post his progress of what he has worked on. He had 100 days of, okay, today I worked on creating a landing page for XYZ. I worked on an app homepage. I kid you not, before day 40, he had gotten an internship offer that he didn't apply for. They saw his work, they saw his consistency, they saw his visibility, and then the founder reached out and said, "Oh, I'm building a project. I need a UI UX intern. Is this something that you can take up?" He got it. It was a paid gig. He didn't do it for free. And even if you have to do volunteer to do it in the beginning, it's not a problem. But the idea is that the more you put yourself out there, the more you are being visible to the people that matter, to the recruiters who can reach out to you, the more you are setting yourself up for global fandom. When you go to LinkedIn, for instance, and you see people who say, um, LinkedIn helped me get this job, like they have a job role, they're working somewhere, they say, LinkedIn helped me get this job. Most of the time, it's the headhunter that found them on LinkedIn, and that's how LinkedIn helped them to get the job. Do you understand? So put yourself on LinkedIn, tailor your LinkedIn profile. When recruiters are headhunting on LinkedIn, for instance, they use keywords from the back end. So on the back end of Recruiter Lite, I can put that I'm looking for a back end developer, put the stack, Node.js, put everything I need. I want them to have worked in an industry like construction or anything like that. Now, what LinkedIn will do for me as a recruiter, it will filter everybody who has those keywords on their profile. So if you now you're a back-end dev, you have all the requirements, or you haven't tailored your LinkedIn profile to have construction in it, you won't pop up. Or even if you pop up, it will be after the people who have after all the people who have made they fit the bill, they meet the criteria, that's where you pop up on. So be visible, post about your work, post about your expertise. Pick somebody on LinkedIn that you admire that's spoken about being headhunted. Go to their profile. They have all the things like you are in the same career field. Go to their profile, Pick all their career field, copy the profile, send to ChatGPT, ChatGPT to give you keywords. The skill section is a place that you can pack as many keywords as you want. The about section, sprinkle keywords in your about, sprinkle keywords in your header, sprinkle even down to your location. If you are in Benin, for instance, you're looking to get a job in Lagos and move to Lagos, there's no way your profile should have Benin on it, because when they're looking for jobs, even if they find your profile with other keywords, they'll be like, this person is in Benin, they'll consider the transportation, consider cost of relocation, and they'll bypass. But you know that you are open to relocating. So put Lagos on your profile or put yourself out there, tailor your LinkedIn profile to be found. This number two is if you don't want to be visible and be posting blog posts and all of that, you can now tailor your LinkedIn profile to be found. But even this visibility and this blog post will help you in terms of keywords that you pop up from. Do you get it? Number three, networking is king. Your network is your network. Abizano how they used to say. I know people will be like, oh, but this is now connection, this is who you know, and all of that. What I will always say, your network will get you to the door, is your skills that will now speak for you. However, allow your network carry you and reach there first. How do you build your network? Be vocal. You build your network through, first of all, number one, visibility. Back to number one again, visibility. Or number two, putting putting yourself out there, visibility and personal branding. It doesn't even have to be your big network. Now, my network, for instance, when I started working was my WhatsApp contacts. My sister knew people. I knew my sister. My sister knew people. I had friends. They knew people. Do you see how my network was already expanded? So I explained when I wanted to get a job in HR in Lagos, I was always vocal about HR on my status. I was always posting things on my status about HR. And my sister's friend, we had a mutual friend from school in fellowship. I've shared this like a couple of times, who knew of my status. Where he was working, his HR had left to another company. I recently posted on her own status that she was looking for a HR person. He saw it from her status, reached out to my sister and said, is it not HR that Richard is doing? Because I think he had my sister's number, he didn't have mine. But when I posted on my status, my sister was screenshot and put on her own status for her own contacts to see. So like, she is HR that Richard is doing. My sister said yes. And then that's how he connected me to this woman. And then at that time, I didn't get the job. Not like I didn't get the job, because she needed someone who had completed NYSC, and I still had a couple of months to go. But here's how you stay on top of the mind of your network. So I had a number. I was seeing her status. She was seeing mine. And then one time like that, I went on LinkedIn and she had been promoted to COO. So I sent her. I commented on a LinkedIn platform. I said, "Oh my God, congratulations! Really happy for you. You deserve it." And then I went on WhatsApp again to say, "Congratulations! I'm really happy for you." And then she called me that same day and she said, "Rachel, you're not top of mind though. What happened?" And then she said, "Oh, they're actually looking for a recruiter, a HR person at that time. They've been looking for it for a while, but because I just took a number and I kept it in one corner, I wasn't top of mind. I wasn't engaging her. She forgot. But luckily, I engaged at the right time, and that's how she linked me up to the HR person. I got interviewed. I did a case study, and I got the job. So even when you have a network, you have to cultivate your network. This is called emotional bank account. You have to deposit in the heart of the person. So you don't, if you're coming to ask for something now, you don't want to always be the person who's asking. You want to be able to deposit into them so that they are compelled in a sense to go out of their way to help you. So how do you do this? You don't have to go out of your way. They post on LinkedIn, like, share, comment meaningfully. You can create a post about what you've learned from what they posted and share on LinkedIn and tag them. On WhatsApp, when they're doing International Women's Day or International Men's Day, you're posting them and saying, "Thank you for all you do for the space." These little things, it adds up. And then when they now eventually need somebody of your expertise, they cannot say, okay, this person has been consistent in terms of followership, and they can now give you a slot for you to prove yourself that, oh, you can actually do what you say you can do. I hope these tips were really helpful. I will always say that you don't have to know everything to start building. You don't have to be an expert in the industry. You can share your own novice or intermediate process. Share what you've learned. There will always be somebody who can learn from what you've learned. There will always be somebody looking in followers on. I have 3,000 followership like based on LinkedIn, and you have only 200. You post something, I like it. Automatically, it's going to my 3,000 people. That's how it works. The SEO is wonderful. Like the way you can grow on LinkedIn is amazing. So you want to try. Don't position yourself as a thought leader if you're not a thought leader. Share your process, share your growth, and see how that would change your life. LinkedIn has changed many lives. and I want yours to be part of it. Do all of these things, and you don't ever have to start applying and start competing for jobs again. These people will reach out to you. You'll constantly have, even when you have job, even when they see that you just changed job 2 months ago, they're still reaching out to you saying, "Oh, I have an opportunity that's open that I think you'd be a fit for. Are you interested in moving?" Change the game from being the hunter to being the hunted. You get it? I hope you found this video helpful. I will continue to share more videos like this. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't.